Hello, everybody. Greetings to Tokyo. Welcome to Tokyo. This is the opening ceremonies out by the Olympic rings in front of the Japan Olympic Museum. The stadium is just beyond that tree here, and I thought I would share this experience with you for a lot of you that can't make it. Masks are mandatory. I'm trying very hard to social distance here. I know that I'm not in the best and safest location. The best is to be home at your television. But since you can't make it here, I'm going to be your eyes and ears and your legs and boots on the ground. There it is. That's the stadium. It's all lit up. Tokyo 2020, Kengo Kuma's amazing creation, his design finally lit up, and I'm super excited about this.
Hey, you're John Dog, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I watch your YouTube channel.
Oh, nice to
Wow.
meet you.
Yeah, I'm so surprised to see you here. Wow.
Hello.
How you doing?
Where am I gonna be? How you doing? Where are you from?
I live around here. I live in Yoyogi.
Oh, Yoyogi.
Yeah, pretty close here.
Why did you come here?
Well, I wanted to see like what's happening like here, like what crowds are doing things. So yeah, just kind of get a, I just want to see the atmosphere here, yeah, get a sense of what's going
Yeah,
on.
I want to feel Olympic spirit a little
Yeah.
bit, right? I think this is like the red carpet for the opening ceremony.
Yeah, I think this place especially, yeah, here I think so.
A lot of the media couldn't come in to see the event, so they're out there broadcasting in front of the rings. So not everybody could go in the stadium, including yours truly. Ticket ありましたか? Did you have tickets?
Yeah, I had tickets. I actually had tickets for the first game of the soccer Japanese national team, which took place yesterday.
Right.
And I also had a ticket for the final of the soccer.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I had two like really good tickets, but they became decided they're not gonna let viewers in. So yeah, I couldn't go. So yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's too bad, but still.
What you gonna? You can still have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Walking around the city.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Nice
great
to
to see
talk with
you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see you. Like, all the best.
Yeah. I'll be around. Send me
Yeah.
someone. Say hi on Instagram or something.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're
John,
welcome.
can I have a selfie, John?
Oh yeah, sure.
From Malaysia.
I'm from Malaysia. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Very
did
nice.
meet up in KL a few years ago.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
So I saw your Instagram that you're gonna be here, so I was looking forward to see you here.
Oh.
Very nice to see you, John. Hello. On Japan.
Thanks so much. It's awesome. Yeah.
If I take a selfie too.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
All right. Say cheese.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. It's awesome. So I actually was interviewed by Japanese television Sunday morning program, which is actually quite big. I think it's with Dave Spector's program, so I'll be excited to see what I said because I don't even know what I said in Japanese. All right, as I said, I'm considering this to be like the red carpet of the Olympics. There's a lot of people taking pictures here. Check it out. This is the Olympic rings. I'm gonna stay away from clumps of people if I possibly can. Staying outdoors is as safe as you can be, I guess. I know I'm a little bit nervous about being out here, but I've had one vaccination shot, and it's hard. It's hard. The period that we live in, you can feel it. It's very being really careful is very important here. Oh, check it out. Okay, let's see what we can find here on the red carpet. Once again, if the signal gets weak, I'm on the 5G because 4G has zero signal. So hopefully we can keep this going here. Look at these pretty girls, all dressed up in Japanese attire. They are ready for the Olympics. So they're getting interviewed by the television. Very cool. The Olympic rings right here, there's been lines lining up for a long period of time to just get a photo in front of it. But for the last 18 months, nobody was here. You could get photos right away. So it's interesting how once the games start, so do the lines. So they're kind of rehearsing for the games by coming out here. right, let's walk around a little bit more around the red carpet area of the Olympics. Lots of foreign media, lots of Japanese media trying to figure out why people came out here. Whoa! Again, this is a very This is a very international event. The Olympics, of course. I'm surprised seeing so many different people from different countries here. I thought there'd be more of a domestic crowd, but I made a friend with somebody from Brazil who's living here, as well as somebody we just met, a viewer from Malaysia. This is so cool. This is, I guess, in a way, I can feel that Olympic spirit a little bit just by being here. On this spot right here, you can see the foreign media that could not get into the Olympic Stadium, but could get into the country, are set up. Giving a report. I think when people are taking pictures, they might be removing their masks, but everybody should definitely have their masks on. I've only seen one or two people trying to get around without one. See Wonder Woman, Superman as well. Sakura, welcome. Nice to see you, cheering us on from Europe. So this is the Japan Olympic Museum right here. This is where we are staked out currently. I might try to walk around and get to other areas, but I would consider this to be the red carpet. Let's walk around to the other side here. This is where the international press is coming, and I'm gonna walk back around.
Yo, what's up?
How you doing?
Good. God bless.
Let's just kind of walk around here. Fingers crossed that the 5G signal will hold out. Here's where the media is coming in through here. They're checking the temperature of everybody, as well as making sure that everything is safe, and the IDs as well. Looks like most of the international media that have tickets to enter into the stadium have done so. There was a line here about 20 minutes ago that was quite long with people trying to get in there, but they shuffled them in really quickly. I'm guessing the Olympic torch comes through here, but we have the Japan Self-Defense Force right there, which is pretty cool. How you doing?
Hi.
I guess the Olympic runners come through here, right? I'm not sure. Let's find out if the torch will be making its way. I'm guessing that the... All right. Good luck, India, Team India. Are they coming this way, the athletes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right. How many athletes from India came this year?
Maybe 128.
Okay,
Yeah.
a big team. Yeah, despite not having a lot of people coming into the country, there are some people, a lot of people living here in Japan from all different kinds of countries, and you see some dogs that are probably sniffing out for anything that might cause a bad situation. I don't want to say anything. I think you know why those dogs are here. Apparently, this is the place where the torch is coming through, and the athletes will be making their way by bus. Again, I call this the red carpet. And if we look back a little bit, the buses will be going through here into the Olympic Stadium. You can see. Hope the signal is doing okay. Kellen for food, welcome from Australia. And Slices Japan. In the United Kingdom, Talo, happy Olympics from Toby and Denise, the Postcard Club members. Hey, here comes some more media the into the event. I'm guessing that the buses for the athletes. There is an athlete bubble. Athletes can't leave the bubble, meaning from the bus to the event, back to the bus to the Olympic Village or the hotel that they're staying at. They can't leave the area in order to roam around. Or if I was an athlete, I think that'd be pretty tough, but understandable considering the situation. All right, so we have reports that the stream is a little bit laggy. I'm gonna see if I can go back in and get a better signal here. The opening ceremony starts at 8 p.m. Japan time, which is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Who's gonna be up in California? I think most of our viewers are from California. I guess either you didn't go to bed yet or you're waking up early because your job is ridiculously early. I don't know, you're delivering newspapers. Out here in the middle, it seemed to be a little bit better, but I want to get back out to that spot when the runners and the buses come. It just doesn't seem like the signal's very strong in that area. I'm limited to the 5G signal. This is the trailer where the media also will make their way through there to check credentials. In there, and after that, they're allowed to go into the stadium, which is right in front of you. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the red carpet only in Japan episode. A lot of people are sitting down. They're sitting down and watching the Olympics. I guess they're going to be watching it from here. I'm really curious why so many people wanted to be in front of the stadium when they could have watched it a lot more comfortably. Hey, can you see anything from down there?
Not yet.
Not yet, right?
Waiting for the fireworks.
I guess, yeah, the fireworks are going to be, you can see it just through the trees a little bit. I wonder if they're going to get a better signal. Let's walk a little bit around here. Again, I've taken you here on live streams before. This is I believe the 1998 Nagano Olympics torch. And over there you have the 1970 Sapporo Winter Olympics torch. These are not the actual torches, or cauldrons, I guess you would call them. So we're gonna leave here. Again, this is where the international media is. John may need to start lugging around his own SpaceX Starlink for streams. I think so. I really want to get the signal strength up. So let's walk around and go to another area. Now, Peter and I walked around this area yesterday to try to figure out where the signals were strongest, and this area was one of the weakest. So let's go around to the other side and see what we can see, and then make our way back here, because we want to see the Olympic torch coming in. And wherever we go, one of the things that I definitely want to see are the fireworks that are going to be shot off of the roof. The sun is setting. Look at the colors in the sky. It's pretty exciting to know that in just a little bit under an hour, 45 minutes, the opening ceremonies will start. Now, this isn't, if this signal's really clear, let me know, because I want to know how this looks on your side. I guess the moderators will let me do that. The Olympic Games actually started on the 21st, 2 days ago. The softball games started, and women's soccer also started. So the Olympics are on. And when I knew for sure that the games were going to take place, there's no more protesting on my part. It's just I let it go and have fun, and that's the attitude I'm going to have for the next few weeks as the Olympics go until August 8th. 140p, but your voice is clear at least. That's good. All right, if we find a nice clear spot, I'm gonna just plot myself right there. So even with the 5G, it's very hard to get a clear signal. There's a lot of security. That Minecraft lump of blue would be officers. I wonder if they're gonna block off certain areas. I wonder. I'm getting kind of scared. Maybe I'm not gonna be able to make it back. All right, I'm now. How you doing?
Hey, Johnny.
Mike, what are you doing?
Just checking out the scenario. I was also interviewed by the morning media crew, the Sunday morning crew.
The Sunday morning crew.
Although
right?
my answer was not the best of them.
What did you answer?
They
They asked you about the producer, right?
They were asking about the producers. For Oyamada, I was able to say that the comments were not appropriate, and his past considering his terrible actions towards people with disabilities. It's
Yeah.
definitely not appropriate to have someone like that in a symbolic role for the Paralympics, at least, if not the Olympics itself.
What did I say? I said maybe in Japan such jokes might be tolerated, but internationally there's zero tolerance for something like the Holocaust or any kind of religious
Very much
things.
so.
And you know, even though the comments were such a long time ago, 23 years ago, these things today follow you all through life. And probably if it was America, we'd never have gotten to this stage. He wouldn't have been hired from the start with background checks.
Yeah, for the Ramen's members, what I was saying is also that like they announced the members only about 1 or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
In which case there wasn't much time for the media to do background checks and vetting. There is definitely a boys club like Dentsu, the advertising agency. I don't know if we have any sponsors in this channel.
No, we're good.
But yeah, it's definitely a boys club behind the organization, and looking at the aggressive attitude of the AOC already towards the Queensland or the Brisbane Olympics, hopefully we're going to see a bit of a reckoning towards
Yeah.
softening up the organization and making it represent what it should be representing again.
I said Ted Turner should bring back the Goodwill Games.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Brisbane was also featured in the Goodwill Games. That was the last Goodwill Games, I believe, before Ted Turner pulled them. Where's the best spot? I was just over there, and
I
that was pretty
think
cool.
over there is probably the best spot because you can see like the Tokyo logo and all that. It is through the chain fence,
Right.
but all the way through here it's all security barriers and everything.
So you can't
Although
see the stadium.
in front of Sendagaya Station there's a lot of people demonstrating right now, but
I don't
the
wanna go
crowds
there.
down that road are pretty miserable right now. It took
So
about an hour
I'll
to
walk
get
with you
here.
back this way if this is better. There's not a lot of DEMPA. I'm on 5G right now, but it's not so clear.
Yeah, back here is probably the best view, even though it is fairly obstructed by the chain fence.
Yeah.
But for fireworks or anything else, this will probably be the place to get a view.
Okay, so that's pretty good information.
Yeah, the media stations are in the know, and that's where they're all set up.
Right.
Such as we learned. Maybe.
How is the French guy doing who's doing the hunger strike?
Phil Chon is he's still in front of the station. He's got a lot of people visiting regularly. He's definitely showing. He's definitely looking a lot weaker, a lot paler than he was. I don't know, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, since
Yeah.
he began the hunger strike.
Wow.
But there's definitely a row of like supporters on.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who have also lost children or know people who've lost children because of not being protected by the Hague Convention.
Right. It's a really sensitive Japan. Again, everything in Japan is done the Japanese way. So you talk about international laws and stuff, you're not going to get that here. It's fair in Japanese law.
But
Fair in the
incredibly, I don't know if it was announced
It's a
earlier
tough
today or
situation,
yesterday,
yeah.
but President Macron
Yeah.
is aware of the issue now, and it
He's a
looks
French
like
national, so
he may make a detour
to
if
go and see
visiting the
him.
games or one of the delegation.
Yeah, I guess it's a family issue where a child was. I don't want to get in too much into it because we want to stay real positive. But it's a family issue where the Japanese family in Japan would get control of the child, the mother.
Yeah, essentially, Japan hasn't fully ratified into the Hague Convention, in which case, if there is a divorce, well, even if a Japanese and foreign parent have a child, only the Japanese parent is recorded
Right.
on the birth certificate, in which case, if there is a divorce,
Like
Only
right, the
the-
child goes to the Japanese family based on Japanese law. It's really complicated, and I know his message is being heard. He's in front of
look out for this thing.
yeah. See, he's in front of
Sendagai Station.
Sendagai Station, right? Peter sent me a photo of him yesterday as he was leaving the stadium. So the stadium's right in front of us, everybody. It's all lit up. Kengo Kuma's beautiful design finally brought to life for its purpose, with very few people inside.
I think it was what, 300 or 400 as a finalist.
Yeah. I was gonna go inside, Mike. I was
Yep,
gonna go
part of the,
inside and I lost my
Fireworks
ticket.
Association.
Yeah. All right, we're back where we started, everybody. Hit that like button if you like what you see, even if it might be Minecraft. The signal might eventually get better and better. Hey, Ken Rutley's here. Canadian from Halifax. This is for Leo to get a souvenir. Thank you. Kanai had asked me to get a baby outfit if I can. Now, I'm not going to be shopping today. I think it's too hard, but I will try to pick something up during the Olympics. So we're back on the red carpet. I'm calling this area the red carpet.
It's the closest to it.
Now, I believe the torch is coming in through here, right?
It might be. Further down here is where we have the press access.
Right.
Huge line of about 200, 300 people at least.
Yeah. And the athletes' buses come through here.
Yep.
Yeah. And then maybe we'll have the American.
This area in front of us is one of those giant white tents that you showed in a podcast earlier,
Oh, right. Yeah.
where people go through the military check. And yeah, there's actually GSDF full military.
They're here to
there.
protect us from Kaiju attacks. Kaiju. I call it Kaiju.
Well,
I
I mean,
don't
with
know.
this season, with all the bugs, it's Kaiui attacks too with the mosquitoes.
We're gonna be safe. Welcome, everybody. The signal strength is not the ideal for live streaming, but I'm still going to bring you this red carpet event. I have a light here. There you go. I'm still going to bring you this event here. It's the best that I could do with 5G. I upgraded to 5G about 3 days ago. So I'm going to walk around a little bit more, and I believe the athletes' buses should be making their way into this area pretty soon. And if you are awake right now, 10 points for you. That's great if you're on the West Coast in the United States. I'm trying really hard to social distance here. It's really hard. Now, what I do know is that our friend Peter Von Gom is the voice. Did you hear that news, Mike? Peter is the. Our friend Peter is going to be the opening voice. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Very good.
All right.
Can I have a quick picture with you?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So the signal strength is not too good in this direction. Yeah, I'm a little bit stuck. I want to see the buses coming through, but as soon as we see or get news of that, I'll move over into that direction here. It is a little bit dark. Let's move over to the front here. Now, apparently this is the best place to see the signal is fine right now. Okay, that's good news, Rob. This is the best place to see the stadium from here, although it is through the gate. I made the remark that I felt, and how you doing, Jake L? Hi, John. If you were to do an Olympic sport, what would you like to choose, and what do you think you'd actually be good at? That's really hard. How about an e-sport? Can I make that? I don't think I'd be good at that either. That's a tough one. I probably running the marathon. My best marathon time is 3 hours and 12 minutes. I think. I think if I trained really seriously, I can get down to 2:45. But that means you really have to train hard for something like that. My best time, yeah, 3 hours and 12 minutes for the Tokyo Marathon, and I don't think I could do that again. I'm not good at any sports really. Maybe softball. I don't know, but I was watching softball. They're pretty hardcore. So this might be the best position, yeah.
Might be, depending if you can see it through the fence, all right?
Yeah, I can. I'd like to be inside. Did you have tickets, or you had a chance to get in?
A little bit protesting, but
Oh, so you're protesting
came here to join the sort of one of the protest movements, but with the extremely heavy police presence, they're also limited in front of Sendagaya Station.
What is it even worth protesting now? I mean, it's going to start no matter what. I said 2 days before, the games are on. So what's there to protest right now? What's left?
I think it's a matter of solidarity with the people suffering from the virus right now. We're going to hit probably 2020 cases on, I guess, the second day of the 2020 Olympics. I guess 2021 cases.
Yeah.
Although today, thankfully, is only 1,300, but
seems
for
suspicious.
Friday,
Some people
Friday's
said
usually pretty low.
That's right.
Pretty low.
That's right.
Also, I think it's like 12% of test cases are coming back positive,
Yeah.
which is not a good sign.
No, it is
They
not.
say you should only have about 2% positivity rate to show that testing is adequate. So more than likely, case numbers could be 6 times what they currently are, what the official count is. And if we remember with the cancellation, last year they were saying there's only like a dozen cases, only a dozen cases officially canceled. Oh, actually there's like 1,000 cases.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, but I think one of the other issues to come is the financial, who's responsible for which budget hasn't been negotiated yet. And right now, Tokyo taxpayers, Japan taxpayers are probably going to be on the hook for most of it.
Yeah.
Without any ticket sales. The ticket sales is what was supposed to go to JOC, whereas broadcast rights are 100% going to IOC.
Something's gonna change. Chan, I don't know if getting out of a boot will become an Olympic sport, but I hope that you have some air. He was stuck in a trunk last week. Apparently he's okay now, maybe. Getting out of the trunk might be part of the sport, right? But how did you get in?
You got to kick down the back seat and get into the.
Mike got right into that one. Boy, this COVID really ruined everything. I was gonna meet with Kengo Kuma as well and get a stadium tour, and that didn't fall through either. Man, a lot of my episodes for Only in Japan fell through, and I didn't get a chance to bring enough of it. So just being able to live stream and be here, there's some kind of significance to me on the tough year that I've had with all the cancellations and state of emergencies. A lot of NHK work dried up. There was no location
did the
shows.
fireworks show. That was incredible.
Yeah, last year the fireworks show up in Omagari. We're doing it again in Nagano.
Incredible.
Yeah, to see if we can raise the same amount of money. The Japan Fireworks Association is all in. Nagano had some really bad flooding in 2019. A lot of the Shinkansens got ruined, so we figured we would throw some support in that direction. Nagano's also got a big sky and a place where you can shoot off some big fireworks. Maybe even get a San Shakudama if we get enough support for it.
And it could be a follow-up to chase up some of the old Nagano like Olympic Vengers or sponsors and get their story.
That's right. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe it looks like it's going to happen in October, maybe the first week of November. We're not sure, but Kickstarter will be launching in August, anyways.
And honestly, October is when the Olympics should have been, if it wasn't for the U.S. sports schedule.
I know. I was telling everybody about this. The 1964 Olympics were October 10th to 24th, right?
Yep, something like that.
Right, October 10th to 24th. The reason why
That weather would be perfect for the Olympics. Doing sports, it's great.
I think we would see some world records with some typhoon weather coming in too, because that's also typhoon season.
I think it's after the typhoons have abated, which is why October was perfect.
Yeah, that's true.
Late August into September.
We have a typhoon coming as well, right? It's supposed to hit here on the
Yeah.
28th or 29th, possibly. It could go in any direction, really, but
I think it was just hitting Miyakojima today. There was huge rain and heavy wind.
yeah. Japan is. Oh, we got athletes. Where are they from?
Red uniforms could be Team Japan.
That could be Team Japan. I think I changed the notes enough to get through the copyright.
Yeah, that's not a word. Check with the audience if they're okay with the bars. This
Yeah,
is
do you
probably
guys-
our best view per se, but we do have the bars, unfortunately.
How come no one's trying to climb it? Get the protesters over here. Shooter FPS, thank you. We have a really good viewer base in India because they're going to be up right now. It's getting late. India, I think it's 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours ahead or behind. How's the signal, everybody? Let me know if you could see something better than Minecraft. It looks like the athletes are coming in through here. I think we'll get from here maybe even a look of the torch. I don't know.
If we do go down to that area where the press are being led in, just behind that's where the buses are stopping, and athletes
Yeah.
might be getting off of the buses before the gates, but it's possible that they're going through. They might be letting entire buses through the gates.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I kind of wanted to me, this is the red carpet of the Olympics, and I wanted to show that. But over there's no DEMPA, right? There's no 5G signal's really bad, so
Well, you've got all of the press lined up there, so.
a bit blurry but cozy, right, St. Thomas? That's the best assessment that I've heard. I
Put
guess
some moray filters on it.
make it. I call this quality Minecraft when it's at like 360p or worse. You can see the pixels.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the blocks from the chain fence.
Oh no, the chain fence would probably just so. It's not Minecraft. I don't know. There is a chain fence in front of us. The light that you see is the Olympic Stadium. Oh, is that lightning? That was lightning. We do have a storm that's going to be making its way through here. I do have my Alpha 1 with me in my bag too.
Now, what we do want to see is the drones tonight.
They have drones here?
So if you've seen any of the practices of the opening ceremony, what's really cool is they have a giant globe being formed above the stadium
Oh
by
wow.
drones with LEDs.
That's
Some
pretty
people at
cool.
the apartments nearby were posting photos of the rehearsal a few days ago.
Wow, little drone ballet, awesome. That's like that movie, The Eagle Has Fallen or something. What was that one where the drones attacked the president and stuff?
I'm not sure if that's what they were going for.
No? I saw that on an airplane going back home to the U.S. a couple years ago. I think it was Morgan Freeman was the president too. That was a pretty cool movie.
It's more thinking back to your fireworks show. You know how they had the fireworks with the shape of Doraemon.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but with drones with like high-powered LEDs on them.
Whoa. Hey, Hawk Chai, welcome, new traveler. Awesome. So let me just pan around and show you the people that are watching here. I'm hoping that the signal gets a little bit better. I remember in the front it seemed to be okay in this direction. But there are a lot of people here sitting and waiting for the Olympics to start. You can hear in the background the cicadas or how do you say it? Cicadas? Cicadas? Yeah. PC gamers in the house watching TV and John at the same time. That's right. I am man on the ground, boots on the ground, and then there's regular TV. So you want to stay over here for the commentary. I'll tell you this though, when the Olympic athletes make their way through here, you'll see them here first, right? You're gonna see them here first. That's a big deal.
I'll survey down there, see if it looks like we might be able to get people getting off of the buses. But
Oh, okay.
probably not too likely.
All right. So my buddy Mike's gonna go down there and report back to us. We're gonna stay right here and see what we can see. Now, if I put the camera really close, you can see through the gate, and what you see are a lot of officers of the law. They're making sure that the games are safe and it looks like all the media is already in there. Nobody knew's coming. And here's the stadium. Mike is a good friend of mine. He's a photographer, a very good photographer. He's here taking pictures. But we shared. He was the one that took me up to Tohoku to volunteer following the 3/11 earthquake. He's one of my good friends. I think I've talked about him before. Who put his own money to rent trucks and buy food to go up there and to help people, and just somebody who's inspired me. And it was really great that he just by coincidence I saw him here. He's here actually protesting, which I can understand. But Mike, what do you see?
First impression is that it's massive lines of people trying to get down here, but police are not allowing people
Okay.
into this area.
Okay, so don't go that way. Stay right here is basically the way to go.
Yeah, I'll try another look, but there's a chance I might not be able to make it back.
Oh, really?
If not,
They're closing it down?
it's a massive, it's like a sea of people trying
Sea
to
of
make
people.
it into this area.
Okay.
And I think maybe because of social distancing requirements, like they're not.
Oh, no, they're being more cautious. All right, that's a good sign. All right, so I guess this is the best spot that we can be in right here. As Mike reported, because of social distancing and stuff, they're not letting new people in here. So we've kind of made it in here with enough time, to be locked in here. Maybe it's like a club, one in and one out. I'm not sure. But we are on the outside looking in. Actually, I'm surprised. So I can tell you a little bit about my own experience here. When I was riding my bicycle here, I came by bicycle. I'm not riding on the subways much. I was the Aoyama Dori, which is the main street that goes from the Imperial Palace through towards Shibuya through Aoyama, was closed to all traffic except for bicyclers and pedestrians. And there was such a heavy police presence there. I have to say, I was a little bit scared because there's no cars going back and forth on the roads there. But around halfway through at Akasaka Mitsuke, right near that area, that's where the Ninja restaurant is, and Hooters used to be there too. I don't know why I know that. A procession of buses went through, about 20 buses, and the police had controlled the stoplight, and they just stopped it for us. We couldn't cross the street, and all these buses went through there, and that was the international media, and I waved to some of them from my bicycle, and I got a few waves back. That was nice. But that was about 2.5 kilometers away from here. The security here is amazing. And I say that both positive and negative, because it's just a little scary to see so many police officers and self-defense force people here. Alpaca, I hope it is also a successful Olympics here. I really do hope that these go well. I don't think that these Olympic Games, the legacy is going to be completely about this pandemic, although it could be a big part of it, but history isn't written until it's finished. And let's just see what happens right now. It's not an ideal situation, and there's, as my friend Mike said, in front of the train stations, there are protesters right now, and it is a tough situation all around the world right now. The pandemic is still going on. Everyone is at different stages of the pandemic too. Japan is about 2-3 months maybe behind the United States.
Okay, so traffic has eased up a little bit. I think police were cordoning off the area because volunteers were coming in.
Oh, right.
You can get a view of the stadium above the fence, just at the entrance point over there.
Okay, so that might be better over that in that direction.
It's risky. If you want to come back here, there could be a stampede of people if any fireworks or anything.
What time is
starts
it?
up. It is 7:42.
T minus 18 minutes.
But if you do want to, yeah, this is probably where we'll see the athletes though.
The athlete's probably going to be walking through here, I think. So that would make this the red carpet. It's really far. I can't really touch them. I can't give
Although
high
if you want to
fives.
see them going through security, we've got a nice view of the security area.
All right, so the security area.
Just in front of the white fence.
All right. Before I do that, I want to ask our moderators. Before I do that, how is the signal strength right now? Does it look like Minecraft or is it fairly clear? Because if I go over there, I know that it could go into Minecraft. So you're going to see your favorite Olympian athletes looking like they're in Minecraft, which is not such a bad thing. I'm waiting for reports from viewers. Minecraft quality looks clear here, writes in Noshabrad. Clear, writes in Tomato Jones. If you refresh your screen, sometimes it'll get a little bit better. Having any signal whatsoever is a good thing, because just being able to see is a good thing. I don't know if he's waving at you. I picked them out of it. Oh yeah, time to start. Colombia! Woo! The Colombians are here. That's really cool. So these are mostly people who are living in Japan, expats, right? I think.
Pretty much, no one's allowed in the borders unless they're Olympics officials, and anyone related to the Olympics is probably through the security perimeter by now.
Right. Again, there are thunderstorms coming through the area. I'm not sorry, I just touched the mic there. I don't know if it could rain at any moment. Right now, I don't see any stars in the sky. There's clouds here. I do know that it's patchy, right? It's not, they're hit and miss thunder showers. It's like a Florida type of thing. So I'm not sure if they're actually going to hit us, but we might see some thunder and lightning in the distance. We'll hear the thunder. Jennifer French is in the house. I know who she's cheering for. Jennifer writes in, go Team USA. I would love to see the team go through here. Do they still wear straw hats like they did in the movies, like Chariots of Fire? Remember they had those straw hats on? I thought that would be...
We'll find out shortly.
Well, we hope maybe. I think we're on the right side. I'm calling this the red carpet because I figured after scouting this yesterday with Peter, this is where the athletes would go through here. Are you taking photos for anybody?
Just for curiosity.
For Getty? Upload.
Again, was hoping to find some exciting shots of the demonstrators, but it was a pretty muted affair.
Yeah, the police really clamped that down, I think. They got rid of the homeless too, I heard. That was something that kind of upset me a little bit. I just don't know all the details.
Sort of the ongoing story of Olympics or any large international events. WFC, or the World Monetary meetings as well.
Right.
The G7s are one where they'll clear out all the homeless people in the neighborhood.
So we have here the Serial Talker podcast with our man PVG. Thank you for the great presenting of the epic 2020 Olympics USA. Time to go to work. Hugs from the Serial Talker. Choo choo. Thank you, Peter. I really needed that kiss. It's a sloppy, wet one. Please keep your distance, my friend, but I appreciate the super chat. Serial Talker. Our friend Peter is going to be doing the opening ceremony narration too. I guess it's going to be in the, from what I assume is what he said. I'm not sure, he wouldn't tell me, or I won't admit that he told me. I believe it's going to be in the beginning of the Olympics. So only 1.2 billion people are going to be watching this live. It's nice to have you here, Peter. Jeremy is here. I am recording the ceremony to watch after work. Stay safe, John. Thank you. Gonna do my best here. I'm gonna pan around a little bit. You can see we're in a state of emergency here in Tokyo. I didn't expect there to be a lot of people, but I'm pleasantly happy that there are. I'm just, of course, a little bit worried. I get my second vaccination shot in a few days from now. Peter Von Gom is the voice of Only in Japan, and he's also the voice of the ANA safety video. So if you fly All Nippon Airlines to Japan, you'll see a a safety video for your seatbelts done by kabuki actors. Peter does the English narration for that too. So even if I'm trying to leave Japan, he's trolling me by telling me to fasten my seatbelt and brace for impact. It's kind of creepy actually when he says brace for impact. Oh, here comes the buses, look. Telling us not to film?
They're telling us when you finish taking your photo, please move out of the way of the path.
That's not gonna happen. So you are joining me, all 2,127 of you, in front of the Olympic Stadium. We're in Tokyo. This is less than 15 minutes to the start of the Olympic ceremony, the opening ceremony, and I don't know, this is what it feels like to be on the ground here. You can see this fence is to keep us out. There are no tickets, no spectators in there, but the foreign press is in there. And I'm hoping they're doing a good job with their presentations. I'll be watching it later on YouTube. But for those that are watching us live, we are outside in front of a gate. This is as far as we can go. This is my hand.
The little video screen there next to the Tokyo 2020 logo. It looks like there's something being...
Is that a video screen or just the flags flickering?
It might just be the flags.
I think the flags are flickering there.
But it looks like a video screen to my poor eyesight.
Yeah.
完全にスクリーンと思った。なんか目が悪い。なんかオープニング動画かなんか始まったんじゃないか。
We have a lot. We have a lot of viewers from India right now. Welcome. There's a lot of people cheering on the Indian athletes here too. I was surprised we already saw a Go India sign and a couple of fans here. So the country with the largest population is, of course, here in Japan to cheer on the athletes. But it's the home team that has probably the most people here, Japan. In the distance, you can see the Japan Olympic Museum and the Olympic rings right there. This is the site that you've been seeing on the TV for the last couple of months, and certainly in the last couple of days from here, because from this angle, you get the Olympic rings with the stadium in the background. And for the last 24 hours, 48 hours, this has been crowded with people trying to get photos in front of there. But I think the best thing is not to move around right now. It's just quite crowded. You can see in front of us there is some AstroTurf-like lawn that you can sit on and try to enjoy it. But fireworks in the presentation is all going to be up, and I'm guessing there might be some laser shows. I'm not sure. I will kneel down if need be. There's some volunteers making their way in. But we did see a bus go in there, and I think that there were some Olympic athletes inside that bus.
And during the rehearsal, we did see there was a giant globe, created by drones with LEDs on them.
So there's gonna be laser beams on drones.
Giant high-powered LEDs. I think in Saudi Arabia they did something similar about 2 years ago.
High-powered LEDs or lasers? What do you think? Internet, sign off. What do you think? Are those LEDs or lasers? What do you know what laser stands for? Light
Emitting.
Light, is it emitting? Because that's E. Light amplifying sonar.
Oh shoot.
Electrifying
it's a laser.
rays. I forget. I learned that one.
LED alone is light emitting diode.
Yeah, we know that one. I can't remember.
Light amplified.
I learned that in 8th grade. I remember because my teacher got a laser and he goes, Kids, this laser can go all the way to the moon. I thought that was pretty cool because 8th grade was like 1987, I think. For us, that was a big deal. Our science teacher's got a real laser. Okay, so he's telling us take your picture and sit down, but we have a nice path here that people can move, so we're all good. Captain Anorak is in the house. Hey John, you should consider investing in Clip, the telephoto lenses for your iPhone. I used to have an Olo Clip, but they actually went out of business. I had one, but they don't make it for the iPhone 12. For me, with these live streams, I try to keep it really simple. The more gear you have, if you have a backpack and whatnot, the signal strength might be better, but really most of the problems with the live streams have to do with the YouTube app and the encoding. And right now, it hasn't really changed much that I've seen since 2017. But I'm sure YouTube's team will get on that after I've just criticized them openly on a large live streaming platform. For those joining us, welcome to the city of Tokyo. We are now about 10 minutes away from the opening ceremony. My friend Mike and I are on the outside.
A little hard to see, but here's kind of what the drones were like above the stadium.
Are you kidding me? All right, let's see if we can. What's that?
The drones with LEDs flying above the stadium during the rehearsal a couple days ago.
Oh, the drones got together to make arigato. So they started off with a bunch of drones. Like, that's thousands of drones. That is so
Probably, yeah.
awesome. So you just spoiled everybody's Olympic.
No, that's the rumor. That's just the rumor.
If you're watching that, you just were spoiled the entire opening ceremony.
There's a lot more to
Mike.
the show than that, according to the rumors.
There's a lot more than that. Well, we're gonna see it from the outside, folks. This is gonna be pretty awesome. I'm going to be taking you to all of the venues outside of the prison gate looking places, like from the outside. So click that subscribe button and join me for an amazing 3 weeks.
Are we inside the prison gate or outside of the prison gate?
I don't know. That's a
of
really good question.
It's a reverse prison gate, so.
Are we free? Are we on the free side or the? I don't know. It's
Generally in a prison, it's a side that people are trying to escape. That is the prison side. So.
But we want to get in there.
Yeah, so we're in kind of a reverse prison, kind of like an open air prison. We're trying to escape into the free world.
Boy, if they put some booby traps, this could be the movie Cube. You saw that movie too. Hey, did you see Governor Koike's press conference at 4:30? She did it in English, I heard.
Oh, today? Cool.
Yeah. I'm not sure what she said, but I shared the link on our Discord server. Our governor here right now, the current governor, speaks fluent Arabic and English, which is really incredible, and she does updates in English. Anyways, I haven't heard her speak Arabic before, but I thought that was pretty cool.
And she may be one of the few political survivors of the chaos leading up to this.
Because she's the one who kind of straight talks too.
Yeah, similar to Andrew Cuomo in New York, who was giving like daily updates on the coronavirus situation. Governor Koike.
All right.
Started out for the first like 3 months or so of 2020.
Right, without the touching, right?
Mm-hmm.
No hugging or inside joke. No politics, everybody. Just inside joke. Simon Osborne's here. Hey, Don, watching the opening ceremony here in the UK. Shame they don't give you a starring role. I would love to be there. I would love to be there. Oh gosh, if I got inside, I would run out in the center and just start dancing the Running Man or something. Honestly.
That's how you don't get invited back for the following year.
I don't mind if I'm not invited back. Just give me my moment. 1.2 billion people watching. Oh man. All right. I call this a red carpet because every now and then we see teams walking in there. There's this Japan Self-Defense Force keeping us safe from kaiju attacks from the Pacific. There was one spotted. Maybe the cause of the typhoon headed this way, which is supposed to make landfall around the 28th. I see Irvin Irvan is here. Welcome.
Although while we're on the theme of kaiju and the military, there's a movie coming out this summer in Japan. I think it's called like Kaiju no Senso Ato no Shimatsu. And the theme is what happens about the cleanup operations after a kaiju is like beaten in battle. Like how do they dispose of the corpse? How do they clean it up? And that's the theme of the anime.
Wow.
Never been approached before from a movie.
I don't think so.
They always feel like, yeah, they're dead. Who's gonna clean it up? Someone.
Somebody, right? Japan Self-Defense Force. They are very, very versatile. They're the ones also giving the shots, the injections, the vaccines to people too. So Self-Defense Force are the ones that are operating the mass vaccination sites around the city of Tokyo, and I believe also in Osaka and Nagoya and Fukuoka too.
And going back to Tohoku, the JSDF run hot springs facilities were some of the best and most difficult of spots.
Yeah.
Were highly appreciated.
Actually, that'd be pretty good segue before. What time is it now? Is it started?
It is 57.
3 minutes to go. I think one of the things I'm sure that they're going to be highlighting is the 2011 earthquake that
That's
happened.
what we're hoping. That's
what we're hoping, right? I think not a lot of attention has been paid on that. When Tokyo got the Olympics, too much attention I thought was on Tokyo, and this is a great chance for Tokyo to maybe to shine the light up on the north there, especially Miyagi, Fukushima, and Iwate, which were really hurt in the tsunamis and the earthquake. And people are still recovering.
And I think aligned with today being the opening of the Olympics, NHK just put up a documentary looking at 400 fixed cameras that they set up around Tohoku over like a 1-year period or something to show the recovery process. And that's available on YouTube. I think John can put a link in that somewhere.
Absolutely. We saw Mike on the live stream when we were riding the Shinkansen up north, and you spent a couple of days in
Ishinomaki and Onagawa.
Ishinomaki, yeah.
And Higashimatsushima.
How's everybody doing up there?
It's a long road. It's a long road.
Bring back memories.
But Higashimatsushima, what I was really shocked at is the old community where I worked at is now considered a memorial area. So there's still a number of people with their houses there, but overall it's mostly been raised, turned into a park with a few memorials. And the actual new Higashimatsushima Nobiru has been built on higher ground. Most of the townspeople were given the option to move to the higher ground, but a lot of people put all of their money into fixing their house before that offer ever reached the table. And so they couldn't afford the new houses on a higher ground. They repaired their existing house within the tsunami risk area, but can't afford to move. There's no additional benefit to moving.
Yeah, those big tsunamis and earthquakes happen once every several hundred years, but we just don't know too. It'd be really scary to live up there. So I know that the people up in Tohoku, they're just built tough up there. And there's still a lot of work to do. And I'm sure over the next couple of years, I'm going to be making a lot of trips up the Tohoku coast.
Yeah, if you can make it to an area called Izushima, just off of Onagawa, they've got memorial rocks that were set there after the 1938 earthquake tsunami, as well as one in like the 1800s, showing that 100-year or so pattern.
Right. So the Olympic ceremony has started already. If you're watching on TV, listen for Peter Von Gom's voice. That is the voice of Only in Japan is Peter Von Gom, and he does the Only in Japan title call, and he is also going to be starting off these Olympic Games. I'm going to be in the beginning. So I'm going to be your man on the ground here. You can check back between the TV and watching from here and see what happens. There might also be a delay between what you see on the screen here and what you see inside of the stadium. That's going to be quite interesting to follow that too. But I'm going to be here until the battery dies or they kick me out or what. I don't know.
But most live broadcasts usually have like a 2-minute delay, so our like 30-second delay could be less than theirs.
So whatever you see, you're probably going to see here first. That's awesome. So
no editing, no producer control.
Whatever happens, you're going to see it here first. I'm so glad that I came out here. Because, oh look, we got some people waving.
Oh, athletes.
They're the athletes going in there.
In white suits.
Do you know what team that is? Is that the U.S.? Oh, I can hear some beats. There's some music on the outside. So try to remember those people that you just saw, and if you see them walking into the stadium, let me know who they were. For those joining us, we are outside of the Olympic Stadium. No, we did not seats because so apparently there's gonna be with lasers or LEDs. I don't know what the difference is. One of them can slice through a loaf of bread, and the other one just blinds a goalie in the World Cup.
And the First Lady will be here for 3 days.
The First Lady,
Mrs.
Joe Biden. Okay. Hey, what do they use to blind goalies in the English Premier League? Are those laser pointers or LED lights?
Ooh, laser pointers.
Oh, laser pointers. Okay.
Same with
Sir, excuse me.
yeah.
Would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Please criticize that this Olympic is held without spectators. It's
How
a
about-
terrible decision.
John, you want to
Well,
get a
yeah, you can
opinion?
tell we have about 2,500 people watching.
Good
Yeah.
evening, everyone. I'm a Japanese man who is living in Tokyo, and I would like to tell the people from all over the world, this Olympic is held without spectators. To be honest, I have two tickets of two sessions, women's football final and horsemanship final. However, I cannot go to the stadium. I cannot watch the game in person. People all over the world, what do you think about it? It's a kind of political matter. What I meant is the Olympic game is taking advantage of political matters because there is a national election in October. So people from all over the world, please criticize the terrible decision. Please, that's all. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And yeah, there's a lot of sides and angles, and the passion that people have here is real.
Only in Japan,
I don't think you.
living in Tokyo.
Yeah, we must.
ごめんなさい. I don't think that you hear enough different angles from this. There's so many different sides to what's going on today. So it's good to hear from people living right here in Tokyo about this.
Media.
Betty C writes, thanks for sharing.
YouTube. Are you American or British?
Eric, you can't, but
Canadian, American.
there's a story. Oh! Wow, that was awesome. Mix V's in the house. Yo, John, thanks for the coverage. You're very welcome, Mix.
The Olympic game is held without spectators.
That was awesome.
Please tell me your honest opinion.
For me, myself, I don't think it should be held because of the pandemic situation. It should have-
694 fireworks. Jess is writing in right now. We have helicopters going around the site right now.
If the Olympics
That was quite beautiful, and I could feel a little bit of the heat from that. That was incredible. We're across the street from the fireworks.
with spectators or without spectators.
Wow.
In pandemic.
We've seen a couple of the teams walking in. Apparently the buses, some of the buses have come in through here, but the teams are walking this direction. The buses park over there, and the teams sometimes will wave to us from the other side.
Japan lockdown's very strange. It's just emergency.
If I see anybody, any more teams walking by there, I will zoom by to see if you can cover it. Maybe we'll get a chance to see somebody on the what I call the red carpet for the opening ceremony through the gates here.
Put on, restaurants and bars.
What do you think of extremely low
But for me, there's a lot of meaning to actually be on site here to bring you here. What's that about the audience?
So we've got a couple of questions, I think, for.
A second, the signals are going in and out. Sorry about that. I want to point out really. Hey guys, are we back here? Do you see? Try to refresh your screen. You should be able to see right now. Just let me know when the picture is clear. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then Jin's on
Where
this
you
side.
go? Oh, you're on this side here. So you were actually criticized by other
yeah.
people
Yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly.
As I said after you talked a little bit before,
May I ask
there.
you?
Oh yeah, there were many different opinions here in Japan. Yeah.
Freedom of speech must be respected.
Yeah, very much so.
And I would like to. May I have
Oh
your name?
sure. Go ahead, yeah. I'm John.
John, may I ask you, John, if the Olympic game held in the United States this year, would the Olympic held with spectators or without spectators?
That's a difficult question because,
Yeah.
and I don't want to talk too much about the pandemic actually, but
Yeah.
I do think that we're all at different stages of this right now. Japan might be 3 months behind where the U.S. is based on
Exactly.
the vaccination.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't think that it would be held. I think that there'd be too much protest. I think a lot more in Japan. We usually will get behind and rally together. It's really hard though to do this time.
In short, it should be postponed. One more year.
I agree, or at least till October. I don't know. The 1964 Olympics were done. We might be closer to herd immunity, delayed at least until October. But right now, there's nothing. My stance is there's nothing I can do about this. It's going to be held no matter what. I don't agree with it, but I'm going to have some fun.
I appreciate
But
it.
yeah, but in Japan, everybody has different opinions. There's no one way of thinking. But in general, these Olympics are very unpopular domestically. But now that the games have started, I think once we see the competition, we're going to change a little bit too. I'm not sure, but what you say is right. We should have some spectators in there. I'm really upset about that.
Many Japanese people don't know the number of newly infected per day.
Yeah.
It's extreme. The number of it extremely smaller
Yeah.
than the United States or other Western countries.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Japanese media are very biased.
Yeah, I think they're doing a better job than they did a year ago. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of things criticized with these Olympic Games, and we're never going to have. I can't think of an Olympic Games though that was not so criticized. Going all the way to Rio de Janeiro, there was a lot of criticism in London, and I was at the in Australia when 2000 hit. But for me, this is not ideal situation for the Olympic Games, and I'm just going to do my best to try to enjoy it as much as I possibly can. Illustrated, what are you going to do for the next 2 weeks? Are you going to go to the venues? Are you going to try to enjoy the Olympics?
I would like to watch Shohei Ohtani's game in Major League Baseball.
Ohtani is,
He's a treasure of Japan.
if there's anything good, and you can see right there, somebody has an iPad with the opening ceremonies going on right here. If you follow American baseball, here in Japan, Shohei Ohtani is stealing the show. One-man wrecking crew when it comes to ratings. I'm glued to the screen every time he comes to bat and pitches. He's been the story in Japan as much as the Olympics. If there's anything positive, any positive news, it's through Shohei Ohtani. You think he's going to break Babe Ruth's 60 home run record?
60.
Yeah, Babe Ruth hit 60 in 1 year.
It's extremely difficult for him.
Yeah.
Because he plays only. He has been playing in Major League Baseball only 4 years. So he is still young.
He's so young. He's
Yeah.
going to be a Hall of Famer for sure.
27.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Didn't he also debut as like both the pitcher and a batter in the first game?
Yeah.
Like that's like unheard of.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
That's the level of raw talent we're
Yeah,
talking about.
I have been watching his play since he was in high school, more than 10 years.
So we do have coverage of the Olympic Games. Thank goodness for this. Sorry, buddy. The 5G is going in and out. Just stick with it. It does feel like we are at the opening ceremony because we are just outside the stadium, but thanks to technology, we can sort of get a look inside. So in a weird way, it feels there because we are, but we're not. I'm looking to the right side to see if any Olympians are coming in. Have the Olympians marched through the stadium yet?
I think we're just at sort of the light show.
Yeah,
Showing
yeah,
like
yeah.
helicopter scenes from above. Yeah, if they're showing a view from outside and above, this could be our hopefully our drones.
Yeah, John Davis writes, "Go Team Germany." The entire world is watching the opening ceremony on television, and we're the people on the street right now. This is where a lot of the people that could not get tickets and wanted to be here are here, but they're here in front of the stadium, and this is as far as we could go up to the gate.
And we learned from the Sydney Olympics, from the Brisbane Olympics, that awkward conversation that the opening ceremony budget's between $75 to $100 million.
Wow.
What Korea play?
The Olympic athletes are rounding that corner right there where there's some volunteers every now and then, and they'll wave to the crowd. We did see a couple of team members. They were wearing white outfits, no flags, so it's hard to know where they're coming from. But this is the scene from the citizens of Tokyo. This is how we're looking at it through this gate here, and again, the seats are empty, but the performances are going on, and I do feel the Olympic spirit being out here. This is a great thing to be outdoors with some other people. Now I've had one vaccination shot, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I think for me, for the lead up to these games, I really didn't feel any kind of passion or excitement for the Tokyo Games, despite being really excited about Tokyo getting the Olympics so many years ago. I'm somebody who was cheering on for the Olympic Games in 2007 when Governor Ishihara, who was the mayor, Tokyo is actually like a prefecture state, so we called him governor. Governor Ishihara wanted to bring the Olympics to Tokyo, and he failed for the 2012 bid. But I remember the pitch that was going, and he was gathering support. The next time they tried for the 2016 Olympics, and we failed for that too. And then we changed mayors, and Governor Koike came in, and we had some success, and we got that 2020 Games, maybe based on some of the challenges that we had, some of the natural disasters that we had in 2011. And I really hope that over the course of the next several weeks, and I'm talking about not just the Olympics, but the Paralympics, we do shine a light on Tohoku, which is an area of Tokyo that was devastated by the tsunami and earthquake March 11, 2011. So for me, in my heart right now, I'm bringing that with me as somebody who volunteered up there, not as much as my friend Mike, who's behind me, but I really hope that these Olympics can put some, shine a light on what had happened 10 years ago and what more needs to be done for the people living up in Tohoku. For me, if there's anything that comes out of this Olympics, for me, that's one thing I think that needs to be done. We're behind a fence as close as we can get to the Olympic Stadium, and I'm bringing you all with me. Thanks so much for joining. The 5G goes in and out, so if we do lose connection, don't worry about it. It will connect back up. There are a lot of people here, and I'm just so happy that we still have a signal. I had to switch on to the 5G because 4G LTE was just not working. Looks like the Indian delegation is very much excited and having fun spamming, but I guess that's in the spirit of the Olympics.
And as John mentioned earlier, the Olympics right now is still a little controversial, but a lot of that may be because it's very impersonal right now. We only know of the scandals, the controversy, the budget overruns, a lot of the resignations and firings. But it's over the coming days where we're going to learn the athletes' stories, and that's usually when the Olympics, comes into form. And I think also that's partly what the government's counting on, for people to forgive, past woes, when the Star Olympians start winning the medals and their stories start getting shown.
Absolutely. All right, here comes some security. So I hear some music coming out quite loudly. I don't even know. Oh, so it's the national anthem. Okay, hats off for the.
National anthem?
Yeah. You hear that? Yeah, we have our hats off now. Every now and then we can peek to see what's happening because someone has the games playing over there on the iPad. So this is the part of the live stream. If you want to write where you're watching from, let everybody know. You can add your national flag if you want to show some pride. You don't have to add 100 flags, but yeah, let us all know. I think for those watching the live stream, you can see the stream flashing by. A lot of people leaving their comments, showing their pride in their country. I know that everyone in the United States either is starting to wake up and get their morning coffee or is still asleep. So you're going to see a lot of people. Peter's talking. Peter's talking. What's the Emperor? Thanks, Tasty Chronicles. Oh, there's the Emperor right there. So, apparently, Peter is talking on TV right now on NHK. Congratulations to Peter Von Gom, a good friend of ours of the channel. It's nice to hear Peter's voice. He was yesterday on Only in Japan Go. Yesterday, take a look at the day before. Peter and I were talking, and he announced that he was going to be the voice, one of the voices of the Olympic Games, and it feels good as a friend to know that he has had so much success in his career, and this is such a big job for him. I'm really proud of him, and to have billions of people hear him talk about.
No more than like 7 billion.
7 billion people, yeah. Go Peter. So for all of you watching around the world, you just heard Peter's voice. That's crazy. He's never going to let this go now. For the rest of our lives, he's going to talk about how he influenced people at the Olympic Games.
Oh, right. This might be what we're looking at. Exact same thing.
Oh, right.
Exact same thing as you.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's, what is that, a live camera?
Apparently.
Oh, right. Oh, nice. So we're kind of seeing the same thing.
Exactly what we're seeing.
Right.
How did they access YouTube?
Looking on YouTube, but everything's not loading really.
Okay, I think I saw some people going in there. Carrie Larson writes in she's also proud of PVG making his Olympic debut. In life, neither of us will ever win any medals, but right now this is as close as I'll ever get to an Olympian.
4G, but none of the opening ceremonies are opening.
Logan writes in, someone's dancing. Thanks for the heads up, because we just don't know. Every now and then, officers will come by and tell us to make sure not to stop here, to keep on walking. There's also some media here as well to take some videos, and not all the medias could get inside the stadium. A lot of them were left outside, and out there by the Olympic rings, you can see. Hold on. See, they're the Olympic rings that you've been seeing on TV. A lot of people would broadcast with that in the background. Some of the international media got stuck there, and they had to do their broadcast not inside the stadium, but from the outside right there. And that's also not really fair, but there were quotas. And the thing I think that everybody needs to remember that is in Japan, whether you agree with it or not, if there are rules, the rules are followed. They're not really bent in any way. And the rules are quite strong for these Olympics. I think they're doing everything that they can possibly do to reduce risk. Is it enough? I'm not sure, but as I said when we started this, I'm going to, now that we know that the Olympic Games are going to be held, I'm all in on this and going to try to enjoy myself, watch it on TV. On Instagram, you can see a picture of me and my newborn son watching the softball games on the 21st. He's kind of curious about where that big white ball is being hit back and forth, and learning the rules. But I think this is, the Olympic Games, whether you agree with them or not, when they're happening, I put it aside and just watch the competition and cheer on the athletes who've worked really hard to get here. And I feel bad for those that couldn't make it to the Olympic Games.
But similar to how we're all working from home and doing everything virtually, this is just one more thing to do via the screen on our laptop.
Right. The drones should be next, right? It's in Hawaiian Sea. Interesting. Is there more Peter? I don't know how many spots Peter has, but that's still pretty cool. There's some of the flags that are flying. There's Finland right there, I believe, flying in the center. Interesting. So these carts went in full and came out empty. I wonder what was on those carts.
Looked like it was water and other beverages.
Or alcohol. No alcohol allowed inside. In fact, Tokyo's pretty dry right now. Yesterday,
There was a controversy where I think last year they announced that they were going to have alcohol at the Olympics like a year ago, and that got ripped up in social media and people being like, if we can't have alcohol at restaurants, why are we having them at the games?
oh, it's Peter's voice again. Right now, Peter's voice is, Peter, I can't hear you outside. I just hear a rumbling. I hear the drums. So, they have taiko drums?
I've got 4G, so this is all I'm seeing.
Oh yeah, 4G. You can't even broadcast. Yeah, only 5G has a very light signal, and I apologize if it's not 720p. This is the best I could do to bring you with me just a little bit to share with you the experience of being outside the Olympic Stadium.
Well, I mean, considering there are 10,000 ticket holders until the last minute, we've probably got 10,000 people gathered on the streets around
Did it really
the stadium.
matter? I think it would have been safer if they just let us in, right? If they just look behind us.
We're trying to do social distancing.
Look behind us. Here, I'm gonna turn the camera around as you guys are listening to the Olympic broadcast on the inside. If you see behind, you can see. Go ahead a second. You can see there are a lot of people here. And they're all here for one reason, to try to feel the Olympics and be a part as we can't get into the stadium. That's the 1998 Nagano Cauldron in the distance there, you see. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm looking for Japanese.
Oh.
English?
There's a lot of people right here, yeah.
Are you guys just here to watch the ceremony from the outside?
Yeah, just feeling.
Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about the Olympics happening? Do you like that they're happening here?
Yeah, I just feel it's real, so
Yeah.
it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like most citizens are
Tell them your opinion.
here. Obviously, there's a lot. I mean, right over there there's a protest. I don't know if you're aware of
I
that.
believe so.
Do you think a lot of people are excited? Gotcha.
Almost
He ran away. I think he's from Reuters. I think he looked like he's from Reuters. It's interesting. So the international media is also asking questions about
どう捉えてるかっていう質問。
なんて答える
both both
えっと
both Mike and I were interviewed
ま
for
あなんでここに来てるのっていうから、
そうですね、聞いてました
は
ね。
い、だから
雰囲気を
そうですそうですそうです。
感じたいっていうことですよ
そう
ね。
駅前にデモがしてるけど、なんかそれがみんなの気持ちですか？それかそのデモ。
we were both interviewed for Sunday Morning, which is I'm kind of embarrassed to be on Japanese TV, but they interviewed us for a big Sunday morning program
left wing.
about the producer who was sacked a day before the Olympics. They wrote down my name, and I think that's because because they're going to use it. Oh my gosh!
I do.
In my opinion.
Who are some of the actors on the Sunday morning program?
That I'm not sure.
Do you
Haven't
know?
seen it for ages.
Isn't that TV Asahi, right?
I
I
think it's TBS. It looked like
TBS
on their,
maybe?
their camera.
Dave Spector's on there, right? I
That's
believe.
my suspicion.
Yeah, that's the Dave Spector show. We love Dave Spector. He's an American who's been living here in Japan for a long time, and
In the United
he's on.
States.
Dave
For
Dave
the international community in Japan.
for the yeah,
It's
he's
a bit of a
very
controversial
famous.
figure, perhaps.
Dave Spector. He's a nice guy.
We got a team coming in just across the street.
Okay, let's see. So welcome to the red carpet. This is now we get a chance to see a team walking by. I'm not sure if that's a team, Mike.
Might be support staff for a team, but I mean they could be dressed for the opening ceremony, like to walk in robes.
Yeah. So I was hoping for more teams coming through here, walking through here, but I got a feeling that the drones might start to.
It's began to rain.
Yep. We don't have much option though.
Do you have an umbrella? No?
Got a hat.
Well prepared.
There. Toronto Blue Jays!
What is that doing here?
Hey!
Mike's a Canadian.
I don't like Jays.
I'm from Toronto, so.
You're Torontonian? Are you?
You don't, what'd you say? You don't like the Jays?
So we're waiting for. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Fired.
Yeah, okay.
Jays.
I agree.
It's terrible.
Hey Mike, I felt some raindrops.
Yep. Looks like we have great rain on the way.
Did you bring a raincoat?
I just want to see those drones.
How are they gonna do the drones in the rain?
I mean, they're pretty high-end drones, and we don't have an audience to worry about, so.
Are they DJI drones? I wonder. It's starting to rain. We have a couple of drops have hit us now.
Better rain than lightning.
Yeah, there would better rain than lightning. I'd rather have the lightning. I don't mind about that. I'll just hide from the lightning. There's enough people that are taller than me that might get hit, so I don't want to get hit by lightning either. But I don't want to get my camera wet. We felt about I felt about 5 or 6 raindrops right now. And earlier when we started this, there was some lightning in the distance, so I know that there are thunder showers making their way into Tokyo. They're hit or miss, like popcorn thunder showers. So if it does rain, it's not going to rain for very long. If I bundle myself up into a rock or a ball or something, a cannonball, I probably can make it through.
Looks like opening ceremony is like Yosakoi.
Oh! Wow! That was so awesome. I believe they have fireworks going on in a different location as well around the city of Tokyo. I don't know for sure, but I heard from the Fireworks Association they might have been suspended. But Japan has been doing to try to cut down on crowds like the one we're in right now.
Yeah, there might have been fireworks at the planned viewing ceremonies, but
Right.
those have all been canceled. I think there are 7 locations that have all been converted into vaccination centers now,
Right.
like Yoyogi Park.
Yeah, but the pandemic has caused so many changes, and I know that the government, whether you agree with them or not, have tried to stay fluid which has driven people crazy, especially the national press that tried to come into Japan. Some of them waiting at Narita and Haneda Airport for as long as 9 hours, on average about 5 or 6 hours for PCR tests before they could enter into the country. It was quite crazy to hear some of the stories from the press about their experience the other way around. So now, as they cover the Tokyo Olympics, their experiences are just as interesting. And there are a lot of Olympic athletes that are putting on YouTube videos of their rooms. I think that's pretty cool. There's a team from the German ping pong players that did a live stream of their rooms, and of course, there's Reese on the Irish gymnastics team whose videos have been going viral. He's showing that his beds are not one night stand. I don't know what I can say on this.
Yeah. I mean, the beds were designed about 2.5, 3 years ago, and the idea of using so cardboard construction right now is incredibly sturdy.
Yeah.
A lot of the Tohoku, like temporary housing units, sorry, not temporary housing units, but the refugee shelters, were using cardboard constructed like dividers and other materials that were designed with it as a reusable material that is recyclable material.
So this is the view, everybody, from the outside. Some of you who are joining us are looking for. There's some people who are looking for the actual TV broadcast. I tried really hard to get inside of the stadium. I had a job that would let me in there that was canceled because of the pandemic. So I was going to be in there to cover it from a different angle, but that's not going to happen. This is as close as I can get, which is along with about 10,000 other people, it looks like. Everyone trying to social distance as much as possible. I've got double mask on and trying to stay in the front, but it's really hard. It's set, so the drones are getting set up right now. Something's going to happen. I think the drones...
A lot of helicopters going around right now.
Yeah, it looks like the drones are going to be making their...
I know Japanese is a very difficult language to learn, so please take your time.
Where are you from?
Have you been studying?
Hello.
We're from the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But you live here in Tokyo.
Yes, we do. Me and my friend, we're living here.
Why did you come here today?
Oh, we just want to watch the opening ceremony and see what kind of event they have.
It's better than TV in a way.
Yes, yes, it's
You
true.
can feel it.
It's a lot better.
Did you want to sit inside? Is that?
Yes, of course. It could have been better if we can sit inside.
Are there a lot of Philippine athletes who could make it, or?
I'm not sure actually, but yes, but there are some few
Yeah.
athletes who was able to join the Olympics this year.
Yeah, I know that the teams
Please tell him your opinion.
cut. Some of a lot of alternates could not make it to the games just based on protocols, which is a big heartbreak. But I think it's really cool. There are a lot of foreign residents in the city of Tokyo. This is something that people sometimes discount. There's about 1 million foreign residents in Japan, right? Maybe more.
And down the street there on us here, about 2 hours ago, we did see maybe 3 groups of Indians moving posters.
Yeah, we got them on the live stream. Yeah, they held up their support for the Indian national team, which is pretty cool. India is well supported here in Japan. Over the last, I don't know, 6-7 years, we've seen more people from South Asia coming in, which is really great. Indian food's gotten better over the last 5 years too. Oh, I got a lot of friends that have restaurants.
Inside the stadium, so I think
There's no self sensing, so I think
We're actually kind of stuck here right now until I don't know, maybe another. The ceremony's how many hours long?
4.5, 5 hours.
Are you serious?
I don't know, maybe an hour.
It can't be 4 hours long.
If the law,
I think it's only about an hour and a half or so. I mean, it is $75 to $100 million.
to kill the government.
Don't do that.
They're about to have the athletes enter now.
However, I would like to feel the atmosphere of
Where are the drones?
is it the first experience to
Yeah.
So the Olympic athletes are going to be coming in. I guess they're already there. I thought that this would be where this is where the red carpet would be, and they would be making their way around the corner here. But I'm kind of sad that we don't see the Olympic athletes coming around.
Did you watch Vancouver Olympic in the stadium?
No, no, it's in Japan.
You were in Japan.
I think so. That was
2012.
Everybody, I turned the monitor brightness down so I can get a little bit more battery life out of it.
the next day on the.
You
TV.
couldn't
Just got 20% notification, and I was at 100% before, so the 5Gs lasted about 96 minutes right now. For those that are tech geeks, I am on 5G, Docomo's 5G, and I tried the signal strength of the 4G LTE. There was none. It was less than 1 megabyte per second, but the 5G had about 7 megabytes per second. So it seems like we can get a decent 720p or 480p live stream. Sometimes go on Minecraft, which is a.
Teams walking in.
Oh, the teams are walking in right now.
Just walking in right now.
So Greece always walks in first, then, right? Yeah.
Do you want to see if you can squeeze some of this?
Oh, we can take a quick look here. Oh, hey. So that's what's happening live inside of there. We can't see it. Yeah, go Greece.
Let's go Greece.
There's nobody in the stands. 本当に誰もない. 本当だね. There's nobody inside there. But everybody's out here. Everybody's out here.
And John, we have
That's
a fan
cool.
here, Rui Gabriel from the Philippines.
Oh, hey. Happy Olympic ceremony.
Yeah, I'm from the Philippines. I watch his videos. Such a cool guy.
Yeah, thank you. You live here in Japan.
Yeah, I live here for around a year and a half.
How come you came here today?
Oh, I just want to see that's one of the reasons why I want to go here in Tokyo to witness it last year.
I don't know how I could live here for 24 years and say I did not go to the opening ceremony. I was
Yeah.
not here. I was watching it on TV. I don't think I could do that. As someone who really loves this country. But it's sort of patriotic to stay at home too. I don't know, right? It's kind of strange. How do you feel? Are you gonna try to go to some of the other venues or watch it all on TV?
Yeah,
now?
I don't know if I can get into any of them. So probably just watch it in the television.
Who's the big athlete from the Philippines we should be watching for the Olympics? Maybe gold medalist.
I think Carlos Yulo, he won the artistic in the floor gymnastics.
Okay.
Carlos Yulo, yeah.
All right, so we'll be watching that. There's no boxing this year, is there?
I think there is.
There is?
Yeah.
Manny can't box. And
Oh, really?
I don't know. That'd be really cool. I would have Pac-Man fever if he was in the Olympics. That'd be pretty cool.
Although Manny's busy as what, a governor these days?
He is a senator.
Senator, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's a little hard to get a senator over for the Olympics.
I think that would be pretty tough. He'd be watching. But boy, I'm sure he could still box. Unfortunately, the athletes did not come this way. I thought there would be more. We got a chance to see where some of the media people who really I didn't really need to see them. I needed to see the athletes, but it's okay. Because the media people are pretty friendly too.
This is also the major exit, so they might be coming out this way once they finish the ceremony.
Yeah, I don't think the battery's gonna last that long. So for those of you joining us live, we are in Tokyo in front of the stadium. As far as we can possibly go, I'm gonna pan now back around you. We do have people that are watching the Olympics via like a tablet right here outside the stadium, so it almost feels like we're here, right? They're watching the games, and the games are taking place right there. So that's pretty cool, I think. I'm glad that I'm here. I don't know what's happening inside, but I just know that I can tell my son I was at the Olympics. Like, I was at the opening ceremony. I was 100 meters away. This is as far as I could go. So you have
It's on the last.
Mohammed here is from Brunei. You can write in where you're watching from.
Just a clip.
Very cool. Patrick, here, shout out to all the Japanese on the outskirts. Very cool. I do appreciate the support being out here. You get Algeria in the house, Malaysia. A lot of the people in the U.S. are still asleep.
But yeah, that's what we're
Starting to
hoping
wake
to see
up.
from the outside.
You can't miss it, right?
Team India was very strong because they're awake.
Hoping to see all the athletes enter,
Where's
but
Team
that's
Australia?
not
I guess they're getting
happening.
close to bedtime for Team Australia, but they're probably watching at home there.
They're currently walking.
Indonesia's representing pretty strong. I see some Americans here. That's awesome. You're watching the outside. So people have Only in Japan Go going right now, and they also have on the TV what's happening on the inside, and here's what's happening on the outside. I'm gonna pan around here, and you can take a look. So there are about, it seems like there's about 10,000 people or so around here watching from outside. You can't see anything, but just being in the shadow of the stadium, I think, is pretty awesome. And I'm pretty happy to be here. And I guess for a lot of you who can't see a television broadcast and you only have YouTube, you are at the Olympics opening ceremony. And you're going to want to click the subscribe button to Only in Japan Go, because over the course of the next 3 weeks and beyond for the Paralympics, I'm going to take you to some of the venues and see what we can see. This is a Olympics that we're going to see from angles that we never thought that we would have to see them from. I'm going to need a telephoto lens to be able to watch the BMX event. You can see with the telephoto lens from certain bridges around the Bay Area.
Well, I mean, I didn't win any of the ticket lotteries, so I would have been watching from somewhere like this.
Right. But I find, like, after I get my second shot, I'll feel a little bit safer about talking with people. But there is this little bit of a social vibe, I guess, being outside. It's better to be watching at home. I'm not sure I'm going to be in a crowded spot again. I don't know if I'm going to be coming to the closing ceremonies. But I do know that for me, it is sort of worth the risk. And you can see the Tokyo police officers here who have done a good job of conducting traffic and making sure that everything runs smoothly on the ground. The police here are very well trained for rioting, which is not going to happen because there's no foreign tourism at all.
De-escalating situations. There
De-escalating
was a case a couple
situation.
years ago with a British man that jumped into the Imperial moat.
Oh, right. He said his wallet fell in there.
I think, yeah, a lady dropped her purse into the moat. The man took off his clothes, jumped into the moat, swam around, got the purse. But because he was seen climbing up the moat wall of the Imperial Palace, the police swooped in to capture him. And they had these giant, like claws. If we can find a link or something, I had that to the video later. But you had about a dozen police officers with mattresses and giant claws to capture the guy and incapacitate him without any violence or injury needed.
That was pretty fun. I remember watching them away from the cops, and they had paddles also to try to get him.
That's right, yeah, and he was picking up rocks at the police, which is not something you want to do.
A little bit drunk.
That is how you escalate a situation.
I see Andrilax from Russia looking for other Russian supporters here. That's pretty cool. You know, Japan and Russia are not too far away. Sakhalin is up there very close to Wakkanai, which is the northernmost point of Japan, up there in Hokkaido. I've been to Wakkanai a couple of times. I jumped into the bay in a live stream here, that was back in 2017, which is pretty cool. But from that point, you can see Russia, literally, which is Sakhalin, an island on the other side.
From Canada, from the U.S.
Yeah.
You want to talk to some live streamers from around the world?
Go
for it, go for it.
Yeah, about 2,000-3,000 people watching. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. You have anything you want to add to the world?
Well, it's extremely exciting. After we had a lot of things, but for now on, yeah, I'm so excited. We all Japanese are really excited, and I believe we will enjoy it so much, and welcome you all.
How do you feel about not being able to attend the events? I know a lot of people are negative, but I feel really positive right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, since I'm facing the stadium right now, I'm so excited. But but until yesterday, I was kind of negative, as everyone's are.
Do you think people are going to come around?
Like me? No.
Yeah, do you think people are going to start to become a little bit more positive about the Olympics because?
Yeah, after having several games, and Japanese are winning some medals, they're getting to be more positive, day by day, event by event.
I think
so.
so.
Yeah, so yeah,
Just give it some time.
right. It takes time, but at the end, yeah, we really miss it. That's what I think.
You live here in Tokyo.
Yeah, I do.
All right, thanks so much
Thanks.
for sharing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that's true. We have some really good contenders on the Japan team, and once Japan starts to win some gold medals and we see the Japanese national anthem being played on the podium with the entire world watching here with us here in Tokyo, I think that opinion is going to turn around a little bit. And yeah, again, like it's not ideal to be holding it in this time. I'm kind of bummed the medals have to be given with gloves, and everyone is taking such precautions. The athletes are in a bubble. I want to see the athletes go around the country of Japan and see how beautiful it is. As somebody who loves showing off Japan on my channel, and my main channel, which is all edited videos. This is our all live streaming, my all live streaming channel. It is such a beautiful country, from Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku and Kyushu, down in Okinawa, 47 prefectures in this country. Every single prefecture has an amazing story to tell. Different regions as well. Just like in the US, we have the Northeast, we have the South, we have the Midwest. In Japan, we have Tohoku, we have Kanto, we have Chugoku down in the south part. We have the Hokuriku region. So there's different regions within there. So Japan is so much more diverse than a lot of people know. It's not just Japanese food. There's different regional cuisines as well. There's just so much to learn about this country, and I hope the international media can highlight that and not go in too much on the stereotypes. There are no ninjas anymore, okay? There are no samurai anymore. Like, I just hope they focus on some of the really incredible parts of this beautiful country.
Because your parents are there, and then.
Too, but this is kind of home now.
Okay.
So let's see what's going on right now. The athlete, is that Italy? Bulgaria. Wow. Everybody, the signal's going in and out. I apologize. We're on 5G here. We are outside of the main gate into the stadium. So we did get to see some of the athletes make their way in from here, but not much of our experience. And it's hard with the between us, but we're as close as we can be without a ticket, and I do apologize if there's any lag right now.
Yeah. On the main street, there is a giant shutter gate that they open for buses.
And on the other side, other people are, and again, let's see if you can see there's a lot of people here.
But if anyone's coming through there, they'd be coming through here as well.
Right, they'd be coming through here. This would be the best place to be anywhere near the stadium, and we've had some people from the international press come and talk to us through the bars to see how we're doing, why we came here. The opening ceremony has started. We're about an hour in. What time is it, Mike?
It is 8:53, and opening ceremony scheduled until 11 for 3 hours.
Oh, geez, I'm not gonna make it that long. I don't think I can hold out that long. Forgot my wire to charge the phone. Oh gosh, we're at 10% battery life too. The 5G really does drain the camera. Adil writes in here, best of luck to Pakistan. We got supporters from all over Asia here. You'll miss the drone ceremony. TCF writes in here, I know. Far from ideal. We do have a lot of wind here, by the way. That's why I'm using an external microphone, so I hope the audio is coming loud and clear. But there's about, I don't know, I want to say like 10,000 people behind me. And I'm social distancing by staying out in the front. the wind is in front of us, so this might be right now. I'm facing towards the wind right now. So I will hold out until I cannot anymore. But as you can see, there are a lot of people waiting here outside of the gate. I wonder if the athlete from Uganda is here. I'd like to interview him. One of the Uganda athletes did not want to go back home. He just kind of took off, and yeah, I'm interested to find out what he's going to do here. Probably has a very interesting story about the. Actually, if he wrote a book about his 3 weeks on the run, I would buy that. I want to hear.
And for the ceremony, it sounds like Ukraine is just being welcomed through.
Oh, okay, so we're at the U.
If it's alphabetical order, I'm sure if it's geographic.
So there's still Zambia, Zimbabwe.
I'm on 4G. I'm not
Actually,
getting
the
anything.
order is not coming from ABC, so it's coming
it's
from
not?
Japanese character.
Oh wow, so it's all mixed up.
Ukraine.
IU.
IU, we're only at U?
Right.
Oh no!
Okay, that's why
Only
it's 3 hours.
third out of 50.
Oh
That's why
no!
it's 3 hours. That's why it's 3 hours.
So for once, Ukraine is coming in the
Ukraine.
front
The third
here
one, yeah.
because they're following Japanese alphabet. A, U, E, O. Next will be Kakikuke Ko.
But we had Grisha earlier, right? So Giri
Well,
is
Greece
after
is first
U.
no matter what because they're
Oh,
the
because of
start
the
the
origin
Olympics.
of the
Yeah.
Olympics. Never mind. That makes sense.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Starts with Gi,
That's why this
then
we're
goes
gonna be
to
here till
IU,
11.
IU.
Yeah. Australia will be with the O. That's true. Australia, not in the first one, not with A, but with O. Australia, right?
I think it's IU, O, and then Kakiku. So Canada will be coming up after.
Hey, wait, so
Australia?
America is
America.
so they already went, right? America's already been.
But is it America,
America
or is
or-
it United States?
United States or America. If it's America, then it would be first. If it's United States, they'll be kind of last, right?
I think it's
You're
America.
correct. You're correct.
Oh, so U.S. is last.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Very end.
Whoa! That's funny. So Ukraine before America. So United Kingdom would
US
be.
might be coming out with their own fireworks.
Wait,
so-
is United Kingdom is you, right?
Probably.
So United Kingdom is at the back too. That's so wicked.
Probably Miss Biden will welcome them.
Oh, really? So Miss Biden's gonna have to wait a while. So the first lady is in Japan, and I believe she spent some
And
time with the
Germany
prime
will be
minister
coming
today.
Denmark.
Germany comes after Denmark.
Denmark,
Wow.
Deutsche.
Ah, Deutsche. Yeah, they don't use Germany. They use Deutsche, which is the Japanese for Germany.
From like Deutschland.
Yeah, that's fascinating. So all of you, regardless, you can speak Japanese or not, are getting a lesson in Japanese alphabet right now. Learning hiragana is actually not that hard if you make flashcards. You can learn hiragana in a day. But to put the words together takes some time and practice. But yeah, I learned hiragana in about 36 hours and was starting to read signs around the country. Oh, cool! We got some filming going on here. That's a pretty cool shot. The back of the stadium in the background and the cage that we're stuck in. Tomorrow we're gonna have some interesting stories, I think. This might be one of the stories. The amount of people outside here. Yeah, if you would like to see me go to more events, click that thumbs up button. I could use the support, and that's how I gauge whether or not these live streams are working. So, like, this is not the ideal situation. I did not want to be strapped behind a cage looking at the stadium from afar. But we were able to get some really interesting stories from people here, to kind of get a different perspective of the Olympics. And for me, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to film the drone shots with my Sony camera and maybe get some images for you in 8K to upload on the channel a little bit later. Any questions from you? I will take some questions. Before I end this live stream, 'cause I'm at 5% battery. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me right now. I'm looking at the live chat, and I know it's gonna take a second for those to come through here, but I would like to hear from you. What do you think? Let's try to keep it really positive, nothing political. Like, who are you cheering for? Wow, these questions are coming in pretty fast. It is pretty sad they're kind of fenced off, but I can understand why. Keep us all safe.
I think we can hear Peter again in the background.
Oh, Peter's
Sounds like his voice.
Oh, is that Peter again? Really?
It might just be someone on 4G that was waiting for reception to come through.
Oh. It's about a little bit after 8 p.m., right? So I think we've been an hour into the opening ceremony, and I gotta tell you, the experience of being here, I'm kind of glad that I came out here to experience the games just for a little bit. I feel like I'm a part of it now, and that's really what I was looking for. And for the people that I talked to that came to the Olympics, to the stadium, to this location here, they said the same thing. They kind of wanted to be a part of the Olympic Games, and they didn't want to watch it from at home, but you can watch it from tablet and on 5G right here and see the games. Yeah, Dennis, I don't think I really want to do it a 3-hour live stream from outside anyways. I kind of want to go home and get some dinner. I think watching on the TV, but it is pretty cool to be watching and reporting from the outside here. So I see some comments, nothing really, no direct questions here. It is a once in a lifetime experience. NBC has some really long commercial breaks. No commercial breaks here. Peter was on at the beginning, thanks for that. Ethiopia now. Yeah, if you want to talk more about the Olympics and the venues, we have a Discord server with about, was it 13,000 people right now, and you can voice your opinions and share pictures if you're living here in Japan. Share information about places, spots that you can actually see into the venues maybe. How do I feel? I feel pretty cool. I think I really wanted to come down here because I wanted to I really wanted to come down here because I wanted to kind of for the entire 18 months that we were in this pandemic, I didn't feel like this was an Olympic host city. I didn't feel like the Olympics were coming here. I didn't feel the grandeur of it. I didn't feel much anything, nothing. And being here kind of gives me a feeling. And in life, for me, it's all about experiencing new kinds of feelings, and this is certainly one of them. I've been living in Japan now. This is my 24th year, and I don't think,
You have a portable bag?
like, I just feel really, really happy and proud to be living in the host city for a very long time. I moved to Tokyo in 2004. So I've been in the city of Tokyo for what is that, 16, 17 years now. 17 of the 24 years, and I just feel really proud that we're hosting the city, hosting the games. It's just such a shame, and I do feel a disappointment at the way things turned out, but in the end, I'm just going to try to enjoy the experience as much as possible without putting myself at too much risk. And this is the last time I put myself at any risk.
A to Z? Yeah. Oh, it's not hiragana order?
Team Austria is supported right here. That's pretty cool.
Japan turn will be the last.
But that's because of the host, not because
host.
of
Oh, Japan is the last team to go. Here's a little behind the scenes. You can see some people from the Japan Self-Defense Force, police officers, security with lightsabers. They're all here. Red lightsabers at that.
There's
That's
safety lightsabers.
supporting the Empire.
They've got like plastic guards so they don't slide
I see
through.
sometimes they're touching the glowing part. Do they realize they're going to lose that hand? Happened to Luke Skywalker.
It's a force thing. If you touch it gently, it's fine.
Gosh, if I had the power, if I had one of those glow sticks, I would. Wow, I'd be playing some Jedi mind tricks and get myself into the stadium. These aren't the George you're looking for. Move along. Let me in. You know, Obi-Wan Kenobi would be able to get in here. You know, it's not enough Jedi power. Netherlands team is out.
What would Obi-Wan Kenobi say? He wouldn't say like I'm a spectator. He would say like I'm an official delegate or something.
He could say anything he wants and just wave his hand and they would go in.
No, but that could be chaotic. They'd be like, "There's no spectators," and he'd be like, "There are spectators." And then the gates just come crashing in.
Or he could just take his lightsaber and just start thrashing around and destroying stuff. But that's not a real lightsaber. There's a couple of people that writing in that they think it's a real lightsaber. It's not real. Japan is not that high tech. Those are just light sticks that they use for directing traffic. Just calm down, internet. New story on the morning news. Japan has created technology for lightsabers. Seen at opening ceremony.
Although I think those like parking sticks are probably the last place you see D batteries in use.
Yeah, right. They got the D batteries in there. All right, folks. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna call it. We have about 2,000 people watching, and I appreciate it very much. Thanks for encouraging me to keep this going, and I will take you to some more venues. And I'm glad that I could share a little bit of the behind-the-scenes look of the opening ceremony from the street. Kind of cool. I feel the Olympics a lot more than I did before, and that's a really good thing. Now I just have to make my way to my bicycle, which is about 1 kilometer down the road.
What about a stream of watching the live TV for the wrap up?
Is that here?
At home.
Oh yeah.
At home, set up.
That's right. If I can ride back to Chuoku in time. A lot of it's downhill. I got to ride through Ginza.
We've got until 11 o'clock.
Oh really?
2 hours to go.
Yeah, I could do a live stream from home. Hey, I made it back. Opening ceremony to home.
Let's check out those drones from the ending. I swear, there's going to be drones. I swear.
Gosh, that would be so epic. I have to get my A1 out for that. All right, everybody, have a good day. Thanks so much for watching and sharing the experience out here on the street. It's a cool experience. I got a chance to meet some people, trying my best to social distance. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll see you in a live stream tomorrow. I'm actually, by the way, before you go, I'm going to, in the morning at 10:30 a.m., I'm doing another live stream from an event about Japanese horror. So you're gonna get a chance to experience horror in Japan through a portable haunted house, which is such a unique and such a Japanese thing. So stay tuned tomorrow at 10:30 a.m., new live stream. See you then. And catch you on the Discord server. And Instagram. All the social media. Only in Japan.